Vertical Aerospace, another 15%. I've got some news from Horizon Aircraft. I've got some news from Archer. We had Beta Technologies earnings. We have only half an hour. How about we get on with the stuff? Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's definitely the time to start talking eVTOLs. Don't go anywhere. Thank you very much for joining me. If you are waiting for Martyn will follow me shortly. In about 30 minutes, Martyn will be joining after my show with big news on the market. And the main topic of the day, as you can see, we have Vertical Aerospace, day 2 of its great rally build-up. Thank you very much for joining me yesterday. I got a lot of positive feedback. I'm happy for everyone who have been making gains, who have been taking profits, who have been just harvesting the fruit of our patience and of our diligence. So how about we just crack on and let's get on with the charts. Let's have a look. Vertical Aerospace, another 15% up again. We are now touching the support $6.50. Once we break through the support $6.50, next key level will be $7 and then $7.50. Historically, or the most recently, once we break through $7.50, we are off to the big races. We can see the levels of possibly $9 and maybe higher. This will be, look at that, look at the 3-month chart. Let me just zoom in. Look how mental the chart looks like. It's literally parabolic. We had 15% yesterday, 15% today. That was about 10% on Monday, or sorry, Tuesday. It's just, look at this. Where is this going to stop? Well, I don't know. We might have a sell-off. We might have a sell-off tomorrow. We might have some profit taking, but the volume is building up. Yesterday, we had more than double the average volume. Today, by the closing bell, currently, we have almost 5 million shares. By the closing bell, I have no doubt we will hit 3x of the average volume. And if I zoom in, you can see some good volume stacks in here. So, is this going to continue? More than likely. Don't take this as a financial advice. I am already in the stock, as majority of our audience, of our members who have been following Vertical Aerospace with me for months. And this is just the reward you are taking for your great diligence and for your great patience. It's not only Vertical Aerospace. It's not only Vertical Aerospace. It's also Joby. Joby is up 6% today. Archer Aviation is up 5% on the day. EHang recovering from the dip. Horizon Aircraft, big news I'll be talking about shortly. Horizon Aircraft up 6.5%, Eve Mobility up 3%, Beta Technologies 5% up on the back of their earnings call. That's the eVTOL market. And why is Vertical Aerospace keeping the momentum? Well, one of the reasons is they have been continuing their test flights. We've got some nice pictures from Vertical Aerospace themselves, but I also have some footage from the ground from one of my friends. We have some pictures, and that's telling us Vertical Aerospace have been carrying out the vertical flight and also the CTOL, the conventional takeoff and landing flight. And what about if I bid you this nice footage? This is footage from the account YDM Aviation. Colin Norwood, he's my friend. He's been bringing a lot of footage from the Vertical Aerospace's test ground. Is the Cotswold Airport. It's in Campbell in Gloucestershire, and he brings us pretty much daily updates. He doesn't do only Vertical Aerospace. He does a lot of aircraft. That's fairly busy airport. It's the biggest privately owned airport in the UK. And not only that he does Vertical Aerospace, he also brings a lot of historic aircraft. It's very close to RAF Fairford, which is the biggest airbase, one of the biggest airbases in the UK. and he brings us footage of military aircraft, you name it. But it happens that he brings us this beautiful footage of the Vertical Aerospace's test flights. And this is just confirming what we were talking about yesterday. Vertical Aerospace have been clocking in test flights, and they are moving through the 5 steps of their last piloted test phase. So this is conventional takeoff. The aircraft is moving as a fixed wing aircraft. Let me just show you this. This is just amazing flyby or flyover. Stand by with me. I don't want to miss it. Hang on. There we go. This is the moment. That is my favorite moment of the video. And the aircraft. Let me put the audio up. The aircraft is very quiet. You cannot hear the aircraft, can you? You can hear people's voices, you can hear other aircraft in the background, but you cannot hear this actual electric aircraft. So this aircraft proves that we learned yesterday that this aircraft is loud as your domestic dishwasher. So what we can see on this diagram, Vertical Aerospace are currently somewhere in between the profile 3, and they will be next week, if not tomorrow, they'll be very close to the profile 4. So they'll be taking off vertically like a helicopter and transitioning into the horizontal flight. So that's just something so you know you would like to see. And also they have done not only the conventional takeoff and landing, they also have done vertical vertical flight. Where is the video? I just wanted to show you. Okay, I will show it to you next time. Let's move on to the more news. We've got not only this, Vertical Aerospace. Why is Vertical Aerospace building big momentum? Because they are looking out for the biggest milestone of the company existence. Next Wednesday, in London, Canary Wharf, they are revealing their certification aircraft. This is the final version of their product. This is the aircraft that will be taking and flying passengers from point A to point B across world cities. And we have some teasers. Excuse me, we have some teasers. We have few more pictures. We got few pictures yesterday. We have few more pictures today. And look at this. Look at this, how neat, excuse me, and sleek the details look. You are invited. We will be covering this event. We are invited to the main aircraft unveiling. We got the official invitation from Vertical Aerospace, and I thank Vertical Aerospace. I cannot thank them enough. We will be there on the ground. But if you want to see the aircraft and you are from United Kingdom, London, or you want to travel to London for this occasion, from 10 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock local time, you can visit. No tickets needed, no registration. You can just come in, walk in, and see this beautiful aircraft. That's my invitation to you. I will be on the ground in the morning. You may have a chance to meet up with me and Sensei if you are going. And in the afternoon for the main event, we will be there. So that's Vertical Aerospace. Why Vertical Aerospace is doing what Vertical Aerospace is doing on the chart. And look at this. We had slight retraction. There was a dip on the market here. And look at that. Vertical Aerospace just keeps the momentum. And we are almost 3x the average daily volume. So there we go. There we go. I wouldn't be surprised if we continue this momentum tomorrow as well. Right, we have some more news. Let's quickly go through it. Martyn Lucas is following after me in about 20 minutes. So let's not hang around. And we've got more news from Horizon Aircraft. Horizon Aircraft, one of the other eVTOL startups we have been covering. We had their CEO on our show recently. And we should see him on our show again very soon as well. And I have no doubt he will tell us more about these news. But Let's just quickly go through this. Horizon Aircraft partners with Motion Applied to advanced hybrid eVTOL's power system. Formula One, an electric vehicle equipment expert. Motion Applied chosen to develop the Cavorite X7. Whoa, hang on, my screen just gone dark. Okay, to develop the Cavorite's X7 motor drive inverter and to be a key partner through the aircraft's certification process. Let me just read you the first paragraph and explain what's going on. New Horizon Aircraft, doing business as Horizon Aircraft, announces it has partnered with Motion Applied, the former high-performance technology arm of Formula One's legendary McLaren Group. Motion Applied will design and manufacture a customized motor drive inverter for the company's hybrid electric VTOL, the Cavorite X7, enabling higher power efficiency and reduced weight for the aircraft's vertical lift system. Motion Applied's world-renowned pedigree and capacity for on-site design, manufacturing, and testing will support Horizon Aircraft as it progresses toward building its full-scale prototype and advancing its aircraft certification progress. So we have more breakdown here. Do we have any pictures of the aircraft? We don't. Let me offer you some pictures of the aircraft. Let me put a video on the screen. This is recorded, or this is a live show, so we sometimes are a bit ad hoc. But stand by. Horizon. Don't go anywhere. Martyn Lucas will be following me in about 15 minutes with big market update, and he's got some news as well. Let's have, we've got, look at this. We've got official footage from Horizon Aircraft. Let's have a look. So this aircraft, Horizon Aircraft, let me just mute it. You can hear the music. Horizon Aircraft are developing purely hybrid aircraft. The aircraft is electric. They'll be using its electric battery or its electric power to take off, as you can see here in this footage. Once it's taken off from the vertical phase, it will transition into the horizontal phase, and the horizontal phase will be powered and propelled by the diesel engine, diesel turbine. Horizon Aircraft have already announced there'll be the PT6A Pratt & Whitney, one of the most reliable engines, gas turbines on the market, and this will be generating electric power, and it will be propelling the aircraft with what you can see right in the back of the aircraft is the push propeller, and that will be powered by the diesel turbine. No doubt we will hear more updates from Brandon Robinson on our show when we see him in probably as early as few days' time. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him by the end of the year. Let's put it this way. We are in talks with him, and if we see him, he will tell us more. But this is great news because Horizon Aircraft have been proving they are on the track. They are not delaying themselves. They are announcing new partnerships, and they are actively developing their full-scale prototype. What you can see here is only, I think it's 50% scale prototype. They are currently developing and building the full-scale aircraft. So this is some news for Horizon Aircraft, and Vertical Aerospace keeps pushing up. Look at this, $6.65. Well, next stop I can see, if we don't have some macro condition, next stop I can see at $7. This is not a financial advice. This is just my own insights, my own investment strategy. But we are almost 17% up today, and the momentum is building and building and building. Horizon Aircraft. We had some reaction in the morning, but not massive. Horizon Aircraft is up only 6.5%. The volume is fairly low. It's below average, but these are some good pieces of news and information. What else we've got? Archer Aviation. Archer Aviation is building good momentum as well. I think Archer Aviation is now recovering from this dip. Let me just zoom out. You can see this big dip where you could buy Archer for $6. What was it? $6.50? As low as $6.50. Archer Aviation is recovering from the dip, and as you can see, when I zoom in, let me switch to the 3-month chart. That's it. if I zoom in, you can see Archer Aviation. We've broken through this little micro ping pong on the stock chart. Next resistance or next key level will be $9, and then once we break from the $9, whether it's a support or resistance, we can see a nice good push on Archer as well. And Archer Aviation have been feeding us with good news. You are watching Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz, and I'm bringing you eVTOL market news, my daily update. Martyn Lucas will follow me in about 15 minutes. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you are new to the eVTOL sector, you also can consider your subscription as well. And we are running a poll in the chat. I would like to hear from you. Are you invested in eVTOL stocks? Your options are yes, long-term, trading, and no, or never heard of them. Got only one person who've never heard of them. Well, if you've never heard of eVTOL stocks, you are in the right place. But if you can submit your votes, I will be closing the poll in about 2 minutes, and we will see the results. I will get back to chat as well in the last 5 minutes, and then I will follow through to Martyn. So Archer, as already said, 6.5% up today. If we have the key level of $9, if we break away from this, we can see nice upside. And I have been predicting, and I have been telling you my price predictions for first quarter of next year. Archer Aviation should hit a high of $18. Vertical Aerospace should hit a high of $9 in first quarter, and Joby Aviation, in my opinion, will hit a high of $26, and I stand by my numbers. This is not financial advice. This is just my own insights, my own predictions, following the sentiment on the market, following the progress, seeing the fundamental momentum building up. Again, don't quote me on this. I will quote myself on this if I'm right, and if I'm not, I will explain why. I will find an excuse. No, I won't find any excuses, but I will explain why. But don't take this as a financial advice. This is just for entertaining purposes, and this is me sharing my own insights and my own investment strategies. Archer Aviation, we had some good news coming from Archer yesterday morning. Archer reveals plans for Miami air taxi network, featuring partnerships with Related Ross and Magic City Innovation District. Archer's air taxi network would connect Miami, West Palm Beach, Boca Raton and Fort Lauderdale with safe, low-noise electric air taxi flights, dramatically reducing travel times compared to traditional ground transportation and helping avoid the region's notorious traffic. I'm just trying to find a video to show you. This beautiful aircraft will now be flying in Florida as well. Not only Los Angeles, not only New York, but they will be flying in Florida as well. Would you fly one? Would you get on one of these flying taxis, as they call them? Well, I cannot wait to enter one and take off for the flight. No matter what the cost is, I will be there amongst the first paying customers, and I will be flying whichever is airworthy and operational. Related Ross and Dragon Global's Magic City Innovation District are also partnering with Archer with the goal of developing new vertiport infrastructure for its planned Miami network. Am I saying that right? Is it Miami or is it Miami? I know it's Miami, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. That's my accent. Hard Rock... It's just a little joke. I'm not that stupid. Hard Rock Stadium and Apogee Golf Club plan to integrate into Archer's air taxi network by allowing it to use their existing helipad infrastructure as part of Archer's network. So these were some key takeaways. I would like to show you the Archer's network. Look at this. This is the vertiport network in Miami. Here is a little blow up. Here's a little detail on the city center, and here is the whole network, as you can see. Is this a good news? This definitely is a good news, because Archer Aviation have been in cooperation with cities, with local governments, and the eVTOL market. This is good news for the eVTOL market. We are another one tiny step closer to the full adaptation of this concept. Right, Archer Aviation coming to the closing bell. We are approaching the $9 mark. Great. Beta Technologies. Where is my tab? Oh, I've lost my tab. Where's my tab? There we go. Beta Technologies have announced their third quarter 2025 earnings call. It's their first earnings call as a publicly traded company. Let me just zoom out. Let me just show you this. Let me just show you the chart. Beta Technologies started trading literally 3 weeks ago. Publicly traded through their... was it an IPO? I don't remember now. Oh, I think it was an IPO. Sorry, I've got a blackout now. But they started on Monday, the 3rd of December. And then Tuesday was the first day you could buy their shares on the New York Stock Exchange. Don't go anywhere. Martyn Lucas will follow me in about 10 minutes. I'll quickly break down these news. I will address your questions in the chat. I still owe something to the high power energy about surf air mobility. So I'll give you my insights, and then we will go together with to Martyn Lucas's next show and his closing bell. So Beta have been on the market literally just 3 weeks. Sorry, did I say December? That was November. That was early November. So Beta have been on the market literally 4 weeks, and they have not been doing quite bad. Look at this. We had this dip. That's when all eVTOL market dipped and not crashed, but dipped. But they are holding currently the $30 mark. We have some price targets, 35, 38, I think then there's 47 price target by analysts. So Beta Technologies have quite good prospect. Today, Beta is up 4%. If we zoom in on the daily chart, there we go. If we zoom in on the daily chart, you can see the reaction to the, to the earnings call. There was an overreaction, but there was a good recovery. And we are now up above the $30 mark. So key takeaways, I will just give you some numbers. This is Beta Technologies. They are flying both conventional takeoff and landing electric aircraft, which is your fixed wing aircraft. And they also can modify, which you can see in this picture, these pylons on the wings. They basically 70% of the aircraft and airframe and the structure is shared between the aircraft and the helicopter aircraft hybrid. So, sorry, the fixed wing aircraft. So we just literally changed these pylons on the wings to different configuration, and this aircraft can be built as a fixed wing aircraft or an eVTOL. So they have good design advantage on the eVTOL market, because they don't have to develop new design to cover both flight methods. We can see some footage. They have been clocking extensive amount of nautical miles. They have over 100,000 nautical miles on this very aircraft. They have also been flying across Europe. We brought you one of the flights on our show as well in the UK. You can see the team. Everyone is happy. Everyone is smiling. That's great. I love it. So key highlights. Here are some key numbers. And Vertical Aerospace keep pushing up. That's great. That's some great news. I wonder what is Vertical Aerospace going to do tomorrow. So just quickly, some key takeaways. Beta is a vertically integrated electric aerospace and defense company developing aircraft, infrastructure and critical systems to enable customers to complete low-cost, all-electric air cargo, logistics, defense, medical transport and passenger missions. Right, here is the backlog. This is the order book, $3.5 billion. That includes firm orders and optional orders as well. So that is fairly good number. So this is the order book. Enabling Technologies backlog is $1 billion. So that means Beta Technologies have already 1 billion in their orders coming through. You can see over 100,000 nautical miles flown, more than 80 charging sites nationally. And I'll get to this shortly. This is a very important element. And also you can see 188,000 square feet production facility complete. You can see their partners. I'll be talking about Beta in one of the coming live shows. Let's just quickly go through the earnings. You can see their product as well. Beta is not only building aircraft, they are also building batteries, data, they are processing data, and they are building electric motors. And recently, actually on Monday or Tuesday, Beta have announced partnership with Eve Air Mobility, and they'll be supplying their motors to the Eve aircraft. The worth of this partnership is about $1 billion. So these are just key takeaways. We have certification progress on both aircrafts and on their hybrid engine as well. We will get to this deeper in one of my following shows. You can see this eVTOL version, and you can see this CTOL version here as well. You can see you literally just change the pylons on the wings, and this is the most important, and you have both versions of the aircraft. And this is the most important thing, most important takeaway, because Beta have adopted the universal charging, the universal charging standard. Basically, this is the USB-C of electric aircraft chargers, currently used by Beta Technologies, Archer Aviation, and Vertical Aerospace. How about that? How about that? That's some great news. And you can see the network. The airports which already have adapted, these are the black dots, and the gray dots are adapting this charging standard. Right, that was Beta Technologies. We have some more information, but I will get to that on one of my next shows. And you can see both versions of this aircraft. This is the eVTOL aircraft and the CTOL, eCTOL aircraft as well. Chat. Let's quickly go to the chat. We have about 5 minutes, and then I will let you go, and I'll go with you to Martyn. I'm closing the poll. So, are you invested in eVTOL stocks? Well, 61% you are invested long-term, 10% trading, 28% not. Well, thank you for joining anyway. And one person never heard of them. I hope you have learned something. If you follow us, if you where's my button? If you want to subscribe and like, we are bringing you eVTOL content pretty much daily. You will learn a lot. I mean, Vertical Aerospace, 15% yesterday, almost 16% today, 50% up on the week. How about that? Great investment opportunities. We can see this market to be very profitable and very good in future, very big. Let me just quickly go through the chat. If we have any questions, any comments. Thanks, Vaz. I'm holding eVTOL Archer and Hover long term. Comicos. Congratulations, everyone who have been having gains and taking profits. Congratulations, everyone. I cannot be more happy. And we are at the beginning of a big eVTOL market rally. That's my opinion, and I stand by my price predictions. Terry Rose is here. Justin Duke, thank you very much for joining, everyone. Henrik is here as well. James, Justin. Do we have any questions? Thoughts on stock price target? Well, I just gave you my price predictions. Hope that helps. Hope that satisfies your curiosity. It's not drone. It's very big, bro. Yeah, they are not drones. Oh, and we are getting a special guest on our show as well. Well, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm very happy for everyone. Let me just get this clear. Let me just get this straight. eVTOL stocks. including Vertical Aerospace, are not there for short-term investment. They are there for the long journey. They are there for the long journey. The wide adaptation will be towards the end of the decade. Until 2028, the Los Angeles Olympics. On that very event, we have two companies potentially taking part as the official vehicle of the event. We definitely have Archer Aviation being the partner of the event, official, and we have Joby Aviation, who will more than likely be involved and flying under the Delta Airlines livery as well. Summer Olympics, the biggest sports event globally. I think last Olympics had 3.5 billion people watching worldwide. If you think of 3.5 million people, I wouldn't recommend 3.5 people, okay? 3.5 billion people seeing these flying taxis taking off and transporting athletes to the events. How many investors do you think are gonna pile in and start buying like mad? We are there in the early days. Yet we are very, very close to the adaptation and first passengers. Martyn, I will be coming very shortly. Give me 3 more minutes and then Martyn will follow after me. So think of it this way. We are there in the very early days of electric vehicles. Look a decade back. Nobody believed in electric vehicles. Look now, they are worldwide adapted. Tesla, market leading company for the whole decade, and now is being taken over by other manufacturers. These flying taxis are the future of urban traffic and urban mobility. We are there in the early days, but we are not so early that we can see them flying as early as first quarter next year. First and second quarter next year, they'll be flying first passengers in the Mid East, in Dubai, potentially in Abu Dhabi. So it's not gonna be long, and we will see the eVTOL market taking off. Right. Do we have any more questions? What is the price target through? Yeah. So hopefully I helped you. Mike is here. Thank you very much for joining. Vertical Aerospace doing really well. Yes, definitely. Terry is here as well. Thank you very much for joining me. WTF is here. Everyone is up. I love it. Let me know in the chat, how much up are you? What is your how much up are you on the eVTOL stocks? How much up are you on Vertical Aerospace, on EVTL? Thanks, Jesus. Do we have any questions? For today? No, everyone is just happy. Cedar says RSI on daily chart just hit highest level in the past year and a half. Every time it has been here, it has been a local top. EVTL might be the time to take some profits. Yep, I have been taking profits, but also we have 2 key events. 2 biggest milestones in the existence of the company coming in the next few days. I would not be surprised if we carry on. But yeah, I agree. There's nothing wrong with taking profits on the way up. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you are making money, you cannot lose. Mike, we all live in a yellow eVTOL, right? Do we have any more questions? The positive about the RSI being high is MACD just turned positive a couple of days ago, so it does have legs to stay in overbought land. Yes. Right, we don't have any more questions. So, is high energy investing? Are you here? I've got Surf Air Mobility. Give me 5 more minutes. Sorry, no, give me 2 more minutes. Surf Air Mobility. They are not building and developing an eVTOL, but they will be operating eVTOLs. They might be flying Archer Aviation's Midnight. They might be I can see Henrik is up 53%. Martin Young 34%. It's Antoine up 15.5%. Rivera up 9%. Wow, congratulations. Congratulations, everyone. WTF in at 430. Wow, great. I'm so happy. Giraffe Lenses 24% up. Wow, I am so happy for everyone. I'm so happy for everyone. So Surf Air Mobility are the operator. They'll be flying these aircraft. They might be flying Archer Aviation's Midnight. They might be flying Joby Aviation's S4. They might be flying Vertical Aerospace's VX4 as well. We never know. Surf Air Mobility are currently operating electric aircraft. They are already operating Electra V9, I think is the name of the aircraft. Basically, Surf Air Mobility are your local what's the word? I don't want to say local airline, but they do a lot of regional transport. So they will benefit. You can see this is from the investors letter. You can see their network in the United States as well, and no doubt Surf Air Mobility will be flying eVTOLs across the United States, and they'll be growing their network. What is the biggest selling point for Surf Air Mobility? Their partnership with Palantir. They are partnering with Palantir, and they are developing their Surf OS operational system to operate these aircraft in the network in the region. So not only that Surf Air Mobility will be developing and using their own operational system, they will also be selling this as a product to the other operators. I see I've missed some of your comments. Jamie Rees 41%. Nice. I'm so happy for everyone. I'm so happy for everyone. Right, we will wrap this up. I'll be dedicating more airtime to all of these companies we talked about. I have big update on Archer, and we need to do a big review of Archer, Joby, Horizon Aircraft as well. I owe you Surf Air Mobility. I'll be talking about beta technologies. There's so much to talk about, and most of it will be covered on these live shows. I'll be going live before Martin and his closing bell show. I think it's time to wrap it up and send you off to Martin. Let's just quickly go through eVTOL markets for the last time. Joby holding up there at $15.80, very good. Archer, nice push towards the $9 mark, very good. Vertical Aerospace, $6.57. EHang keeps up on the recovery from the dip yesterday and the previous 2 days. Horizon Aircraft up $1.80, very nice, very good price. Eve Air Mobility holding up as well, and Beta still holding above $30. Great, very great day or couple of days for the eVTOL market. Thank you very much for joining me. I will send you off to Martin. Don't go anywhere. Link is in the chat. On top of the chat, there is a pinned link, because sometimes the redirection doesn't work. But if you stay where you are, it should take you right to Martin and his closing bell show. He's got some interesting news. I'm not going to tell you what that is. I had a chat with Martin before the show, but it's very interesting. You don't want to miss this. Thank you very much for joining me. I will not see you on Saturday. I'm away. I will not see you tomorrow, but I'll be back on Monday with a big update and more news. That's it from me. Take care of yourselves and each other.